Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Fix. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Thursday, November 23rd. It's week 13 in college football, and we are talking with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. Of course, this is a great week in college football. A lot of unique handicapping situations. A lot of great value can be found if you know what to look for, and we are going to discuss right now with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com Old Dominion against Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And this, of course, is one of those games where line shopping is paramount. Sometimes the market is just even across the board. Right now, though, eyeing SBR odds, 10.5, 11, 11.5, and 12 are all widely available numbers. Pinnacle has 12, BetDSI has 10.5, and all sorts of books have everything in between. So this is a classic situation where line shopping is essential. All right, so Steve, Old Dominion, Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee, of course, the story of their year was the injury to their star quarterback, Brent Stockstill, early on in the year. And then recently he came back. He came back against UTEP, a very weak team, and they did get a blowout win and a cover. In the two games after that, though, they played well, but in the end did wind up losing those two games ATS on the final score. So it's not like Stockstill came back and all of a sudden Middle Tennessee was undervalued and covering all their spreads. And then on the other side, Old Dominion, not a great team, but definitely not a slouch. They've had some nice results, some nice road wins and covers. They had a good game against FIU recently where they won outright as a double-digit road underdog. They played their last home game last week against Rice and struggled a little bit against a pretty weak Rice team. They did win but didn't cover. But they're still a decent team getting double digits. And once again, 10.5 through 12 is all available market-wide. What's your take in this game, Steve?
Boy, fantastic introduction,
yes.
Peter. Very
impressive. I'm on fire right now, Steve.
You are, clearly.
Well, part of it has to do with
the win.
Part of it has to do with I just cashed the over in the Detroit NFL game, so I'm happy about that, you know.
You are charged. You're hitting your stride. You already introduced it so well, Peter. I like the way this team plays with junior 3-year starting quarterback Brent Stockstill, who is the son of the head coach, Rick Stockstill. So why do I like his play so much? In the most positive sense of a term that can be used pejoratively, but I don't mean it that way at all. Brent Stockstill is the quintessential game manager. He's efficient and he takes care of the football. In his Middle Tennessee State career, he's completed 63.7% of his passes. How good is 63.7%? How good is that as a completion rate in college football? That's a top 25 quarterback pretty much every year in college football if you're completing 63.7% of your passes. Turnover margin. So I talked about the importance of him protecting football. Since becoming a starter in 2015, Stockstill has thrown 72 touchdown passes to just 19 interceptions. In that 3-year span, when Stockstill has been out due to injury or for whatever reason, his replacements have thrown 16 touchdown passes to 18 interceptions. You get a sense of how important he is to this team. This year's a great example of that. Stockstill played 5 games. He threw 11 touchdown passes to just 3 interceptions. He missed 6 games this season. His replacement threw 7 touchdown passes to to all of 9 interceptions. So clear difference there. As for Old Dominion, for their part, they have a freshman quarterback who's one of these read option, primarily run type of quarterbacks. In fact, Old Dominion ranks 105th in passing offense versus FBS competition, but they're a slightly above average 57th in rushing offense versus FBS competition. So this is a running team. In fact, they throw the ball just 43% of the time when on offense. In putting that into perspective so people know, is 43% a lot? Is that a little? That ranks them around 94th in the FBS for passing play percentage. So the question we have to ask is, can Middle Tennessee State stop the run? Middle Tennessee State ranks 15th in the country, Peter, versus the run by yards per carry allowed versus FBS competition. So the answer, at least according to what they've done so far this year, is yes, they can stop the run. Some betting data indicators. Quarterback Brent Stockstill, again, coach's son, starting quarterback last 3 years. When he's healthy since 2015, they are 7-4 against the spread in home games when he starts and finishes the game. We hope he does this time. Turning to Brent's dad, Rick Stockstill, head coach. He's been the head coach at Middle Tennessee State since 2006. whereas teams overall have been undervalued at home. He's in 12 seasons. He's 53.13% against the spread at home. You might not think that's a huge advantage, but just to remind viewers at this point, in our world of bet 11 to win 10, anything greater than 52.38% is profitable. Recently, so looking to what he's done the last 5 seasons, Rick Stockstill's Blue Raiders are 60.71% against the spread at home. Truly undervalued. This will be senior day on Saturday. And in these senior days, we're fortunate that we have a head coach who's been around for 12 seasons at one institution. Stockstill has had 11 senior days as head coach at Middle Tennessee State. He is 7-4 against the spread in those senior days, which includes going 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 senior days, so most recently. As a double-digit favorite, as they are right here, Rick Stockstill and Middle Tennessee State, 17-8 against the spread. That's 68% against the spread. Double-digit home favorites based on the closing number. Now, this line, Peter, is and has flirted with going into the single digit. So if you want to just say, okay, what about based on opening numbers? That is fixed for us. That we know. He's actually 18-7 against the spread. That's 72% as double-digit favorites at home based on the opening number. So decided advantage there. Old Dominion, how do they do against the spread in this sort of position? Old Dominion is 6-11. That's 33.29% against the spread as double-digit road underdogs under head coach Bobby Wilder, including going just 3-8 against the spread in that spot the last 3 seasons. My conclusion, as you can tell, Peter, I like Middle Tennessee State at right now, as you said, if you shop around, you can get minus 10.5, but it might be okay to wait to get this because currently Middle Tennessee State is getting less than or right around 42%, so less than 50% of the public betting. So we might be able to get a better number between now and kickoff, which was the case last night. Mm-hmm. This line dropped in multiple places to Middle Tennessee State minus 10.5. So it could go there or even better. So this is, as you already mentioned, a great reason for people to be shopping around, yes, checking places like SBRodds.com to shop around for the best number. It is truly split, as you said, all over the place.
All right, sounds great, Steve. Steve from collegefootballwinning.com recommending a play on Middle Tennessee State. Old Dominion in their last road game, they were a double-digit underdog and they won outright. This time around, Steve sees value with the home favorite. Minus 10.5, minus 110 is currently available at BetDSI. Steve, tell us how things are going at collegefootballwinning.com.
Thank you, Peter. At collegefootballwinning.com, things are going very well. We are a company based on our whole purpose is providing college football betting recommendations based on sets of algorithms. And those algorithmic betting recommendations we call our formula. The formula, this is as of this moment, the formula lifetime is 60.68% against the spread. That includes our record this year, which is now 66.67% against the spread in those formula betting recommendations so far this year. That's all great news. Bad news is people cannot join us right now. We're closed to new clients, but you can join our waiting list. So go to collegefootballwinning.com where you'll find all of our formula betting recommendations throughout the lifetime, and you will also find the live odds coming from SBRodds.com, and you can join our waiting list at collegefootballwinning.com. We'd be happy to have you.
All right, sounds great. Thanks so much, Steve. Talk to you again very soon.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.